We're touring San Jose State's $70 million football facility. I'm here with Tyler Chen, junior O lineman, and you're coming with. We're outside of the locker right now. We're about to go inside and see what their locker room is all about. So we're at Tyler's locker right now. He's about to take us through kind of what they all get as far as gear and helmet and all these different things. So Tyler, show us what you're all kind of going through.
Yeah, man. So this is our locker. It's pretty simple. Up top here, we have our nameplate or where we're from. And then just if you guys pan around here, they're not really up right now because we just moved back in, but it's typically just us in a leather jacket. And then in here is our shoulder pads. So this comes out. Usually we have our shoulder pads. If you get if you have shoes or stuff, you can put them right here to dry out. This is super ventilated. So if you have a really wet practice, it usually does pretty well. Coming down here, this is just kind of where our helmets usually sit. I have my towel right here for now, but typically we have our blue helmet and then our white helmet. So, and then moving down, usually we have knee braces right here for O linemen, obviously. And then these are our loops. I'm sure you had it at BC, but basically all our dirty clothes, we just throw them on here and then throw it outside, and that's how we wash our clothes. This is our locker. It's pretty chill. It's pretty simple. This is where I leave all my crap.
Oh, it's also you. All right, ports in there.
Yeah. So deep in there, it's the USB, and then this is the scent thing or whatever, just to make sure nothing smells. And then we have a couple cup holders. And then down here is our shoe area. I leave my shampoo and stuff down there. But typically this is way more filled, but we just got back in from the Super Bowl. So the Seahawks actually used our locker room. So a lot of this stuff is still pretty fresh.
So we're going through the rest of this beautiful locker room. Tyler, how is this place like pregame, on game day, getting hyped?
Yeah, I would say pregame we're actually pretty calm. We're not a big rah-rah team. Yeah. Usually there's a bunch of rolling pads, or we have we roll out, there's bands to stretch, there's even lacrosse balls or something. Sometimes they'll have or most of the time they'll have snacks like applesauce, Uncrustables, all sorts of good things just to kind of get your carbs for the game. It's a good locker room environment for sure. But I will say pregame we're a little more calm.
Okay, Manny, so we're in the EQ room. Give me just a brief overview of what's all housed in here and how you guys use the space to serve the players.
Yeah. So here we can hold anything that the players might need. Any clothes, any underwear, any gloves, cleats, shoulder pads, helmet, footballs, everything that a football player might need, we have in here. And we also take care of coaches and staff. So all their clothes that they wear on the daily, we have stored in here for them.
So how much gear is the player getting in their first week, and what can they expect when they do show up here?
Yeah, so obviously to start off, we'll give them all shirts, shorts, underwear, socks. We'll put it all inside a backpack for them so they can use for school, whatever they want. We'll give them cleats, gloves. We won't hand out any helmets or shoulder pads yet because they're just showing up for workouts right now. But so we'll hand that out later once we get into spring ball. But for now, we'll give them, like I said, all those things. And so yeah, it'll be a good large haul. And then we'll give another haul when it comes fall. So right now, I'll say it's a bit smaller, but when it comes fall, it's a nice big haul for them to have. Yeah.
And then I see these big blue bins here. Yes, everyone might not know what these are, but just kind of talk us through how do you guys use these and how do the players actually benefit from having something like this?
Yeah, so our players turn in their laundry into some chutes that we have down there. We do the laundry for them. We take care of it for them. And then when this is our issue cubby, so we issue out their laundry back so they're all numbered, so we issue it back out to their numbered cubby. We hand out their loops, so we have a loop system, so all their players put their dirty clothes onto a loop. We take care of the washing, drying, and we just put it back into their cubby. And we also, as you can see, there's towels in there, so we also take care of the towels for them.
All right, Manny, take me through the players' kind of base helmets. What are they wearing on a daily basis? Or
yeah, so this white helmet we'll mostly use for practices, but these are our two base helmets, so our white and our blue. And then as you see, we can switch out the decals. These decals on the white helmet are also our just regular base decals that we put on both helmets. And then we switch off the decals, like I said. So we'll switch off to this all white Spartan head, and then we'll switch off to this chrome blue and white spear. Pretty much it on the helmets.
Man, while you're doing this,
Yeah.
what is kind of the theory or these big kind of wheelie kind of cabinets? How did these work, or when did you guys change over to these things?
Yeah, so these are called space savers. So we use these every day. They're probably the most helpful thing we've had in here. Helps us save space. This space saver right here we use for jerseys and some rain jackets. So these are all of our different jerseys that we have. So to start off, we have this yellow one right here. This is our yellow jersey. This is the blue one.
Awesome. So for the home games, you got the yellow and the blue.
Yes, this black one that we have here are kind of some of our alternates that we use down here. Yeah, white right here. So these are our 4 jerseys that we have. So white we just tend to always use on the road. So yeah, that's our 4. These are our 4 jerseys that we have here. Yeah.
All right, Manny. So we're in your kind of workshop here, man. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm loving it. What all goes into prepping these footballs? You see, we've got some pro balls, some college balls. What all goes into this?
Not ready to be used. That's not what you see on the field. So, so there's a whole process that goes into it. So you can actually see the difference between this ball and this ball right here, which is already scrubbed. So you can see like it already, just by simply scrubbing a football, it brings out a shine to it that it didn't previously have. Like this is a fully finished football right there. It's nice and dark, ready to be used. Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a whole process that you have to take a ball through, which, you know, a normal person wouldn't know from outside, but it's definitely a process that a ball has to be taken through to be used on game day or practice. So
That's awesome. So now we're in the Beyond Sparta room. Bring me up to speed on how you guys are building champions on and off the field too.
So Beyond Sparta is our student athlete development program, and we operate on 3 key pillars: explore, inspire, and cultivate. Most student athlete development programs don't necessarily do all the things that we do. It sets us apart, and we are champions in that way. So within the explore piece, we are exploring what our university has to offer. We are one of the largest and one of the oldest in the CSU system. So there's a lot of opportunity on campus, and we want our student athletes to be fully embedded into what our campus is offering. Plus exploring this great place called the Silicon Valley. So much opportunity, so much room for growth. Obviously great salaries, and just really great opportunities with really big global companies. And then Inspire is everything community service. Our athletes are always in the community. We're doing a lot of youth mentoring. We do youth clinics for a lot of the elementary schools in the area. We've done different product drives, food drives, all benefiting our local community, because again, we want them to pour into our community so our community can pour back into our athletes. And then lastly, another big thing.
Let's hear it.
Go ahead and pan right here.
Yeah, what are these all?
So we've won the Mountain West SAC Community Award. So that's for all Mountain West schools. We've kicked butt in community service multiple years. There's actually 3 years running, but I had to share the trophies with other people in our athletics department. And then that really cool one in the middle, that is from NACDA, which is a National Association for College Director of Athletics. And in 2024, they awarded us the Community Service Award. So that's across the nation. We beat out everybody else when it comes to community service. So we really, again, we're really big on pouring into our community. And then that last pillar, that one's cultivate. So that's anything and everything: career development, resumes, LinkedIn, networking opportunities, internships, and really preparing our athletes for that next step when they are professionals outside of their sport. So our athletes are coming in, getting help, ensuring that they're prepared when it comes to that professional side of their life, that next chapter. And then they're killing it when it's time to actually become a working professional.
What do you guys all get as far as food? And because this all
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of things that we get. I mean, obviously, you guys can see we get an assortment of fruits. Usually, it's a little bit of watermelon, some cantaloupe, and we also get like blueberries and grapes and stuff. It's really good, really dope, really fresh. Raul's our chef right here. He's the main guy that does everything. So he takes care of us for sure. Usually we got like some sort of protein right here. So today we always got eggs because, you know, the boys love eggs.
Yes.
And then today was sausages. We had chicken and waffles one day. We had some more just like normal sausage patties. There was French toast here earlier. It's gone. green beans. Yeah, yeah. It's amazing. Meatball. And then the pasta. This right here, this stuff is insane. Like you can see it's gone. Like I always take it to go plate. So I remember when I first got recruited here, and one of their biggest sells, so to say, was like being able to sit here and just watch everything.
So now we're in the players lounge. This place looks awesome. Tyler, tell me what kind of goes down in here and how much you guys use this space.
Yeah, I would say during our training blocks we don't use it as much. It's kind of more of like a like it is a players lounge. You guys, we chill here, we eat here, but during fall camp this place is flooded. Like I'm talking like we got guys on blankets here sleeping when we got like the full day going on. We got guys playing ping pong right over there. Yeah, there's a ping pong table. We got a couple other things too. We got like a bunch of card games. They're in that cabinet right there. But no, this place is jumping for sure during fall camp specifically. Like I would say outside of that, you'll see one or two stragglers like kind of just chilling here, but it's nothing crazy. We have like a little like arcade machine right there. It has over like 200 something games on it. Yeah, that is pretty dope. So these walls right here, they all extend out and fully push out. So and then these tables are typically pushed up against the railing, and then bunch of donors, whoever pays the amount to come in here, actually watch the game right here. So like during a game, like I'll be in my stance looking up, and then we'll all just see like guys watching right here. It's a pretty killer view during the game. I've been up here like once or twice during a home game, like right before we go out. But I have a couple buddies that like one time got in, they were telling me how dope it is, because they would have like a full assortment of food right here too, a full like bar serve, all that stuff. So it's super dope. Yeah.
So now we're in the team meeting room. Tyler, how often are you guys in here, and what do you use this space for?
Yeah, we're in here every day. I don't think there's a day that goes by that we're not in here, whether that be for, team meetings, offensive staff meetings. Our position has other meeting rooms, but the receivers actually, this is their main meeting room. So once we usually have a team meeting, then I don't know if you guys can see, but this wall actually comes all the way down. So there's a wall in between. You got to hit the two buttons on the end. It comes down, and then we go offensive side here, and then the defensive side is over there. Obviously, I'm an O lineman, so I'm on this side. What's it called? The O-line usually sits right about here, receivers here, running backs here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We meet here every day. It's a very familiar setting for sure.
We're gonna go check out the field right now. Let's go take a look. So now we're down on the field here with Coach Bojay. This is an absolutely beautiful stadium. Coach, what is your role with the program?
I'm the new defensive coordinator here, taking over in 2026. Going on my 5th year, so I'm excited to be here.
That's awesome. Now, what is this place like on game day? Because it's almost an awesome construction where you've got kind of like the bowl type of atmosphere. We're obviously up here on like a patio thing. You've got the big video board. What is a game day like here?
When it's packed, and so it's about like 21,000 people, but it's right on you, so it's very isolated, and then it echoes off our facility back onto the field. But the crowd is good. Everybody's personal up in front. But it's a good atmosphere for college football for sure.
Yeah, I have to imagine being the D coordinator, you'd much rather have the environment where it can be loud versus not being loud.
Correct. And it's vice versa. Like when we go to away teams and we're playing in a big stadium, it's quiet. So it's different. But by far, like having the home field advantage is always great.
That's awesome. We're outside the weight room here. I'm here with the head of athletic performance here at San Jose, and he's going to take us through the weight room now. Just give us a little bit of a rundown on your role here.
Yeah, so I'm Aben there. I oversee all the athletic performance for all Olympic sports and help oversee at the higher level with football as well. I delegate, which strength coaches what team, but overall we all work together. Olympic and football, we have a pretty collaborative staff, so we all share the same spaces, same offices, same almost training modalities, so we all work together at a pretty high level too.
So now we're inside the weight room here, and I can't help but notice right here, what are these fancy pieces of equipment that you guys use as far as sports science?
Yeah, so we partner with Vald. So this is the Nord board, which is for Nordic hamstring curls, or you can do isometric work on it. So basically it measures the asymmetry and overall force production with the hamstring, post chain.
And then looking at a rack here, I mean, this stuff looks pretty awesome. How do you guys use all of this in terms of your training, and how long ago did you guys get these upgrades?
Yeah, so we work with Power Lift. Our guy Tony helped us out with these racks. They're about just a year and a half old or so. We just got them in last year. They're kind of like Connects or Legos. You know, you can assemble a lot of different J hooks, jammer arms, attachments in every single position. You can go even outside the rack. The new versions, they have collapsible handles, right? So you can put the handle that way, because the old one, the handles would stick out and the big boys had to slide in sideways. So we can collapse the handles in and out. You can do a number of different things. The more traditional way to do it is the jammer press, kind of the old school, you know, total body squat to press. You can do rotational work. You can snatch it, one arm, double arm snatch. There's hundreds of different exercises you can do, but it's a good way to produce force and move fast without worrying about the technicalities of catching a bar or, you know, not being in the right position. And, you know, as an Olympic lifter, you want to use a barbell, but it takes months and years to master it. But sometimes as an athlete, you just want to move weight fast. So you're able to do that without spending too much time.
Here with Kyle Wolf. He's the head athletic trainer for football here. He's going to show us the behind the scenes of the athletic training room.
Perfect. So obviously this is our main athletic training facility that we use for football. Other sports work out here as well, but football is the main show in here. Nice thing, we got the locker room right down the hallway that's attached. The guys it's easy to come in. We do all of our pre-practice stuff as well as our post-practice rehabs in here. We're full service. We do everything, basically everything a PT clinic has, we have here. And we're full service. So I've got a staff of 2 full-time athletic trainers that work with me and a fleet of, I think right now, about 15 interns. So we work very closely with the kinesiology department here to make sure we're giving the guys the best care possible and keep them out there healthy.
Say a guy gets hurt, comes in here, what does that process look like A to Z as far as actually getting help and getting back out there to the field of play?
So kind of depending on the injury, we'll bring them in, we'll do an evaluation that may have happened out on the field as well, but we'll do a more thorough one here in-house. And we'll decide from there, is it something that I can take care of along with my staff, or do we need to go to the doctors and get some further imaging or anything like that? And we go ahead and take care of that and set that up. If it's something we can just handle on our own, after our evaluation, we decide what we need to do. We write them up a rehabilitation card. We all do it a little bit differently. That's the fun of what we do. But we all get to the same end. And yeah, so one of my favorite things that I did not have until I got here is actually the boost treadmill. So it is an anti-gravity treadmill that allows us to get the guys running before they normally would on the flat ground. So it basically fills up with air, takes part of their body weight off, so they're able to start running and moving faster. And it translates to faster times of getting them back on the field.
What are some of these things? I see some buttons and some different things here. There's almost like a smoke machine looking.
Yeah, so this is called a Thermex, which a lot of people will know it's similar to a Game Ready. So basically it's got a liquid inside of it that it can do hot and cold. It can go back and forth just to help with recovery, and it does pressure as well. Shockwave machine, which I had never had until I came here, is basically, it sounds like a jackhammer whenever it's on. It's really great for chronic type injuries, tendinitises and things like that, and it helps a ton. And then the last one that we really have that's different is the Hivamats, and we've actually got 2 of them. It's called deep oscillation. It basically helps with swelling and moving fluid around. So it causes vibrations inside the body to help move fluid and everything. Works really well with swelling post-injury, like ankle sprains, things like that.